In today's top weather headlines, the SAS has issued an extreme heat wave emergency warning for South Australians, with temperatures soaring up to the high 40s for some parts of the state. As well as that, total fire bans are in place for many areas of southeastern Australia, including for the entire of Victoria. And the showers will continue for the North Tropical coast of Queensland. We've also got all of the weather for the Australian Open for you for day 2 and beyond in Melbourne, right here on Sky News Weather. Another day with scorching temperatures, and the heatwave continues. It's even pushing further east into the eastern inland of New South Wales. But there is a cool change coming through. I'm sure many people will be thankful to hear that. With more details on this, Dean Scarbosa from the Bureau of Meteorology.
With the severe to extreme heatwave condition expected and going to be more pronounced over eastern parts of New South Wales later in the week, a cool change is expected to traverse South Australia Friday and also parts of Victoria and Western New South Wales Friday into Saturday, before traversing the remainder of New South Wales Saturday into Sunday. And that will lower temperatures into the low to high 20s, around about 4 to 6 degrees below average. So quite a cooler change and bring some respite from this heat.
In the meantime, Melbourne for the Australian Open set for a top of 33 degrees today. Adelaide a scorching 41 degrees, and in the west, 31 degrees with sunny skies along the west coast. For Queensland, you've seen a bit of a rainy start to the day in areas including Cairns, Tully as well. This is what Cairns has been looking like. An absolutely spectacular shot there, though. Now, we'll see the coastal showers continuing mainly for the northern tropics. 31 degrees in Cairns, 32 in Townsville. Across the southeast, a dry day with just a few clouds in the sky. And the Hunter Valley looking spectacular this morning. Oh, what a nice place to go and spend the weekend. It's not too far away. Now, it is going to be hotter across New South Wales today as we're seeing that heat wave spread to the eastern regions. Temperatures are rising across the state. Newcastle 33 degrees. That's 8 degrees above the average for this time of year, and also 8 degrees above yesterday's maximum. And in terms of the western regions, Burke set for a top of 44 degrees and climbing into Saturday. Into Victoria now, there's a total fire ban for every location in Victoria for today. Melbourne set for a top of 33 degrees. Along the coastline, just a touch cooler. We're seeing that heat really driving into the northern regions. Mildura set for a couple of days of 46-degree heat. In Tasmania today, it's going to be a warm day. Hobart set for a top of 29 degrees, just the chance of the odd light shower about the northeast and also about the west, including Strong, 29 degrees. In South Australia, the SES has issued an extreme heatwave emergency warning for the state, but there is a cool change coming through by Friday. Adelaide, in the meantime, on Tuesday, set for a top of 41 degrees, Mount Gambier 35, and Renmark 46 degrees. Across the west, we're seeing lovely conditions for the west coast. A few showers and storms for the inland regions. A cooler day across the southern regions. Esperance 23, Albany 20 degrees, and showers and thunderstorms will continue for the top end. If you're in Darwin, you could see up to about 20 millimetres of rain falling today. Tennant Creek, 41 degrees. Alice Springs set for a top of 43. And another hot day in Uluru. And you've got 3 more days of the mid-40s.
We still have a very intense heat wave spreading across the southeast, but why is it so hot for so long across southeastern Australia? I'm going to explain that, as well as talking about the severe to extreme heat waves and where they are the worst, and talking about when the heat wave will finally end. Let's have a look at what is actually happening. So we've got a high pressure system sitting in the Tasman Sea. So with a high pressure system, winds travel anti-clockwise around that, and so that's guiding the heat from northern and central Australia down into southeastern Australia around that high pressure system. And so that's why the heat is drifting down into the south, and because the high is just sticking around for so long, the heat is just remaining stagnant down through the southeast until we have this cool change. So this is a cold front that will be moving through that kink in the isobars there. That will be coming up and across the southeast as we move through Friday and Saturday. Well, let's have a look in a little bit more detail at that heat. So this is where the heat is expected for today. You can see this dark darkest shading of red is indicating temperatures around 45 degrees. So very hot weather moving across the southeast of the country, and particularly over inland parts of South Australia. And with this, we've also got elevated fire danger, particularly where we've got these gustier winds you can see indicated on the screen there. Let's have a look at Albury as an example of this heat, because we're looking at an extreme heat wave there. 44 degrees for today, 45 tomorrow, and then 42 the following day, and 44 the following after that. So 4 days in a row, pushing up into the mid-40s, getting fairly close to their record temperature, which is only a little bit hotter than that. And then a big cool change late Friday into Saturday, dropping temperatures markedly back to much more reasonable levels. But let's have a look at the heat lingering into Wednesday. So still over northern Victoria and up across New South Wales and inland South Australia. But on Thursday, we'll see a cool change moving through Victoria. It's only a little bit of a cool change, knocking the temperature off by about 5 degrees for most inland locations. Albury won't really see the impact of that, but anywhere further south of Albury will notice a little bit of a drop in temperatures. But then into Friday, that's when the proper cool change is moving on through. Notice much cooler weather right across the south and stronger winds as well. So this is going to be the peak of the fire danger Friday into Saturday, when we see the drop in temperatures spreading up and across the southeast, and we may even see a southerly buster pushing into the Sydney area. So the cool change timing for Adelaide, we're looking at it being during the day, the back end of the day on Friday. For Melbourne, it'll be late Friday, same for Adelaide, Hobart rather, and for Sydney, it looks like coming through the morning or maybe the middle of the day on Saturday.